Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you spending a bit of your spare time with me. Right, we're back in Oakland Zoo again, and we're going to be doing some more work in our reptile house. Now, just one little thing that I added at the end of the last episode off camera was a backdrop on this back wall. So this was our dwarf caiman habitat, and I put the planting in, and then I suddenly remembered these pieces, these river murals, and I thought that would look really nice along the back wall there. So I just chucked that on off camera just because otherwise I would forget to do it. I think that really works nicely because it creates that 2D backdrop, but then you've got the 3D jungle in front of it as well, and you've got the door actually looks a lot better now as well. And I want to do more of that kind of thing through here because there's an awful lot of brickwork in here, and too much of the same texture doesn't look good. So wherever I can, I'm going to do stuff like that. There's also other things that I just thought about putting in here as well. So there's is it a tap? Yeah, look, so stuff like this, you see, I love this piece. It just, stuff like that, little details like that will make all the difference to a habitat like this. There's actually just a tap on its own as well there. That's pretty cool. So even something like that could look good. Like have a little tap on the side here, so it almost looks like you just turn it on and fill up the pool. I don't know. I mean, or maybe just, yeah. No, see, I like the look of that one over there because it makes it look like they sort of hose down the flat surface. That definitely makes sense. I do like the idea of having a little tap that fills this up, but I'm not really sure where it would come out of. It would need to be somewhere where people can get to it. So I kind of like the idea of it being here, and they just turn the tap on to fill up the pool. Why not? Yeah, I like that just a little quirky detail. That's what I'm all about, the little quirks. So things like this, whenever I think of them, I'll just come back and add stuff basically. But today I am going to have a go over here with our saltwater crocodile. Where is he? There he is. Can't remember his name now. Dean, that's it. So he's been outside having a bit of breakfast. But his habitat is going to be very similar to this. In fact, I'm going to use the same idea. So I'm going to, straight away, I'm just going to get one of these on this back wall here because I think that would look really nice. Let's bring it in like that. Good. Okay. That's a good start. Let's get the door in place. In fact, if I come onto here, no, see that's lots of different pieces. Hang on. Yes. Yeah, let's do this. Let's bring that door over to there. It's an interesting door, this one. It's not my favourite, but in the right situation, it does look pretty good actually. So what I'm thinking, because we've got this annoying bit of land just here that's poking through the floor, and I couldn't flatten it. So what I'm thinking is, if I get the door there, which I've done, and that is in the right spot, if I come into here, I'll do something similar with the plant pots, and try to get this corner covered in. I'm just wondering whether I can use something like that on the corner here. Yeah, something like that. It's not coming through this side, although I need something similar on that side as well. Yeah, if I can do that, and then have a look at getting a nice palm into this one as well. One of these smaller ones, I think, like that, and get it leaning outwards a bit, I reckon. Maybe just take it back. Yep, okay. Let's see. Let's get maybe one of these down at the bottom. Oh, I need to get rid of all these snaps. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, actually, maybe I can squeeze in. No, that's going to be too much. Let's go for the double one. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I just love this plant so much. It just fills that in, doesn't it? It just makes it... It's just a great looking plant. Actually, you know, I didn't quite position that one right, did I? Why can't I highlight it? There we go. Just needs to come out and up a little bit, I think. It's tricky because you end up with it just sort of bits of it just coming through that side there, but you know, it's not going to be perfect, but it's pretty close. Right, what do we think? Yeah, I like that. That's looking good. Just fills that corner in nicely as well, which is good. And then I want to do something similar along the back over here. I'm going to use that same piece again, this one here. This time I do want it to snap. Because again, we've got a bit of land poking through there, which we don't want. So let's get this going from one side to the other. Crosses over a bit in the middle, but I'm okay with that. Right, and then what did I have in here? Did I have a little palm? Yes, I had some of these little ones, didn't I? Let's see, just one or two of these. Let's get one there. And one there. What else did I put in? Let's come over here and have a look. Ah, the lobster plants. Oh, and the little ferns as well. So, lobster. So, a couple of those. And let's have a look at the ferns. Yeah, I think it was these ones. If I sink them in kind of like this, and they just create that little bushiness at the bottom there. Good, good, good. Actually, there was, yeah, I did use these other ones as well, didn't I? Use these ones sunken in. Let's get a couple kind of overhanging at the front here. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's kind of, yeah, actually I'll get one, I think, coming right up to the top like that. That's just possibly too tall. Yeah, it's just poking through the bottom there as well, actually. Let's just take that down a tad. I think this one probably needs to either come forwards or possibly up. No. Oh, that's tricky, that. I want to have it there. Actually, there we go. That looks better. And then I'm thinking maybe that palm there just needs to lean forwards a bit, so it's poking out. I might just do this. Whoops. I might just do the same with this one as well, actually. Oh, hang on. What am I selecting there? Oh, it's tricky, all of this stuff, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? That's nice. It's a little jungle backdrop as well there for the crocodile as well. Good. Again, this isn't going to have a huge amount of detail in this habitat. The crocodile doesn't come up on the side here, so again, I might be able to use that for some information boards that people can read through the glass. I'll tell you what I will do. In fact, I will get this onto here, I think, as well. Now that's not sure, how does that overlap? It doesn't, does it? There is a smaller version, isn't there? Is it, what's it called, a mural, is it? Yes. Let me just see, does this one, yes, that one does attach to the end, and then I can have another one. Actually, I'll tell you what, I probably need, if I bring that one and that one up to the end, hopefully this one will finish this end off. Just about. Actually, let's just take that. Yeah, that'll be fine, because I'm going to put a new some sort of archway or something at the end there. And obviously this doorway will have some extra stuff on it as well. In fact, I might just mirror this over this side, I think, as well. I think it would look odd if I don't. Yeah, because I'm up here, I want to create some sort of door that looks like it comes down. Oh, that's an idea. I could have like a roller of some sort. I don't know how I'll create that, but I can try and do something, can't I? Yeah, that'll be interesting to do. Good. Okay, we're looking better. Let's have a look at the enrichment items for this guy. So this is saltwater crocodile. Ah, see, he could have a mud bath outside somewhere, potentially. Don't know if it's going to work anywhere. I could just about get one there, couldn't I? Here we go. As long as it's not poking through indoors. Right, did that work? Is that if that works, that's going to be really cool. Let me just see. Yeah, look at that. He can use that. Assume. Oh, inaccessible. Why is that inaccessible? Okay, let's take that out. Let's try it again. Maybe more down the front here. That's a shame. I tell you what I might need to do is, yeah, he probably needs the barrier to be bigger. Let's give him more space down the front here. And then I'll see if I can fit one in. Okay, how does that work? Accessible, that's what we want. Excellent, look at that. Great. Obviously I'll detail out there at some point. Let me just confirm that he can still get out here. Yes, he can. So now I can probably come back in and shrink the habitat a bit. Yeah. Let's just make sure. Yes, although it says he's coming right out to there. I'm sure the habitat doesn't cross there, does it? I can't even click on it now. No, the habitat comes along there. So I have no idea why it thinks he can come out here. That's really odd. Never mind. I'll be putting barriers up anyway, so he won't be able to wander off. Right, what else do we have? Right, we definitely want a nice feeder, if I can get it back here somewhere. Oh no, it's not going to work, is it? That might have to go outside somewhere. Potentially. Wow, there's not really a lot of room out here, is there? Okay, I'll come back to that one. I do wonder again whether that's something to do with the barrier. Mr. Blood Pumpkin can go there. Good, I can get the prey thing back there. Let me just check these as I go along. No suitable species? What are you on about? It's clearly lying. What about this? Okay, so that one's working at least. That's interesting, isn't it? How about a rubbing pad? Yeah, I'm guessing it's the barrier issue back here. Let's have a look. Oh, that's why. I've not actually put the barrier to the right spot back here. What an idiot. Like I said, if I had a brain, I would be dangerous. I really would. There we go. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Let's get the scented prey stack in back here. No wonder I couldn't put things back here. Okay, that's fine. It's messed up the land a little bit there, but it looks absolutely fine. I really wanted this. Here we go. I just hope this doesn't mess the land up too much. No, it doesn't. Good. Right, is that accessible? Inaccessible. Perfect. Okay, that one's good. That's accessible. That one's not. Go on, be accessible. You know you want to be. Accessible. There we go. Got them in the end. Oh no, inaccessible. Oh, it doesn't like me. Accessible. Inaccessible. No. I think the game hates me sometimes. Okay, crocodiles can still go over it. I didn't realise actually the crocodile can come up on the land there as well if it wants to. I didn't realise that. Inaccessible. Well, do you know what? You're not going to have it there then. Tough. I'll try and put one outside for you. Inaccessible. Well, that's just weird. I had this problem before, didn't I? And I don't know why. Hang on, let me just check that the staff... Yeah, staff traversable area. Oh, hang on, that's the staff I'm looking at. Traversable area for the crocodile. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's why it said it was coming out here. It was the staff I was looking at, not the animal. I'm an idiot, basically. Right, so that's saying inaccessible. What if I take it right to there? Okay. No, inaccessible. It's blocking the way. That's weird, isn't it? Well, you don't get one then. I just want to make sure that my crocodile can access that. He can. Yes, he can. So he can use his mud pit. He can use his feeding thing there, and he can use his pumpkin. Hopefully, if I can click on it. Accessible. Good. I do just want to sync that in actually. Okay, well we're getting there with the enrichment. I want to give him a football because every self-respecting crocodile wants to play with a football. Let's see if I can get him a blood scent thing outside. Inaccessible. Something about this corner. Oh no, there we go. Accessible. Good. And the football? Doesn't say, but I assume that's going to be accessible. God, it's hard work sometimes, isn't it? Okay, there we go. That's great. So that habitat, certainly the inside there, that's basically all they're going to have. Now, I may do a bit of work in here on the roof with some vines or something. Once there's a roof above this, I might put a flat roof on and maybe have some stuff hanging down just to create a bit of atmosphere in there for them. But you know, crocodiles don't need a lot. They're boring creatures, really. They spend most of the time just floating in the water like that. So there's really not a lot else that they need to do. I'll tell you what I am going to do is get one of my little vent things in here. Let's see. I might just have to sink it a bit extra into the floor to make it look like it's actually working. Good, good, good. Let's just try and line that up. Take it back and into the corner. There we go. Little filtration unit in the corner there. Hopefully that hasn't blocked any of the area. No, I mean, he can't really go far anyway. He can basically just sit in the water there, but that's fine. Good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty simple, but it's all it needs. Details, like I said, I will keep on adding bits and pieces because I'll just keep on coming up with new ideas. But I do want to make sure that I get one of these in. This is a very English thing. Every habitat will have a tap and a water and a hose pipe somewhere because that's how they clean these things. So whenever you've got these sort of big flat concrete surfaces, there will always be a tap with a hose pipe attached to it. Great, I like that. I'm tempted to copy this thing along here as well and create a bit of a jungle down the side there because the animal doesn't come up here. So it's not like I need this corner to be accessible. And it might look nice to have some more foliage along there. Just wonder, I did all of that as a separate thing. Probably should have done it on as part of the building, but there we go. I've got the angle snap on. It's angle snap. There we go. Bring that out like that, and oh, hello. That's not flat, is it? Why has it done that? Oh, there we go. That was much easier. Not sure what was going on there. Actually, let's do it. Let's go from this end. Let's bring it right up to the edge there. There's probably going to end up being some sort of a pillar down this end anyway, but I'll think about that at some point. Let's just cross it like that. Let's see if that actually fills it up. Yeah, that's perfect. Good, and then let's grab some of these and get them all copied into here. Oh, hang on, I need to get rid of my snapping. Let's just take that down. And let's twist it around a bit. Let's just get a whole load of these in. Get it looking filled up. Let's get some lobsters in. Like so. What else do we have? Oh yes, of course we have our big fluffy things. Let's get a tall one here somewhere. And maybe a lower one over here. Actually, let's get a very low one over there. That looks nice. And our little palms to finish it off. Plug a couple of these gaps. Oh, it's a bit of a funky angle, that one. Actually, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's get one in here. I probably want to sort the twisting out because that really is at a funky angle, isn't it? Hang on, there we go. Let's do that there. And one more right over in this corner, I think, because we've got a bit of a hole here. Something like that. Nice. It's a really nice effect, that, actually. I'm really happy with that. I think that looks good. Excellent. Right, again, this habitat, that's basically all it needs in it for the indoors bit. Like I say, I will slowly add details as I go along. Bits like these walls, I'll come back and I'll put columns, like posts, down the walls as well, things like that to add layers of detail. Obviously I've got a bit of a hole here, so that needs sorting out. So there's tons and tons of more detailing to do, but I'm really just trying to get some of that sort of basic stuff done. Okay, so that's that and that. So those are the only inside bits. Actually, everything else is outside. So that's cool. Okay, let's have a look at the exhibits, because these guys are looking pretty good, but I haven't covered up these bottom bits. So let's come in and have a look at that. So this is all the same building, luckily, so it's quite easy to do. I don't want to go with bricks, I don't think, because that's a little bit samey. I'm wondering whether I want to do some fancy wood. Hang on, why can't I? Something weird going on here. There we go, that's what I was thinking of. How is that going to look? I do quite like that. That wood does look good. There are other woods as well, though, aren't there? Sort of modern looking ones. Actually, that's... What is that piece? Let's have a look. What does that look like? No, that's not doing it for me. No. Bit of stonework? No. No. I'm definitely thinking wood. What's the other? Ah, yes, this is the other one. That looks quite nice, actually. Yeah, let's go with that. It's a nice modern look, isn't it? So I just want to... Ah, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? I can't remember. I think those were slightly off grid, I think. I think that's why it's not working. Actually, I need to do that separate, because those ones are on a different grid, so they're not going to line up. These ones do, they? Perfect. Okay, that's good. Right, let's just come out of that group and let's come into this group. I wish I could. I can never just do that anymore. I don't know why, whether something's changed, but I'm sure. Add to building. Maybe that's it. Yeah, there we go. I've been wondering about that for so long. It's an option in here. I don't know if that's a new thing or whether that's something that's always been there and I've randomly unselected it at some point. But yeah, then it means that you can select that and add it to that building, which is much better. And then, oh, hang on, that's too high. I need that to go down. There we go. Good. Yes, that's going to work beautifully. Hang on. Oh, there we go. It's funny how sometimes the graphics sort of corrupt and sometimes they don't. Now what is going on there? There's already one there. Is that? Yes, I left it as part of that. That's why. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of that, and hopefully that's all good. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Just adds it covers up the black from the exhibits, which we don't like. So I've got these corners as well. So there's quite a few of them all around all these exhibits, which I definitely want to do something to. The exhibits themselves are fairly standard and straightforward. I don't mind having this little bit showing through at the top here. That's not the end of the world. It's just part of the structure. So I don't think I'm too fussed about that. I did contemplate putting extra details actually in some of the habitats, but they look really good as they are. You can add on all the extra bits and pieces, so I don't really feel like I need to add more to them. But I definitely want to do something on these corners. So let's come into here and have a look at our columns. I'd like to do something a little bit different, not just normal bricks. I'm thinking some nice woodwork in here might look nice. Something a bit quirky, maybe. No, so that's probably a bit too quirky. What else do we have? Yeah, see, this sort of thing actually does look nice, doesn't it? If I can get that, it's just something, it's a contrast basically is what I'm looking for there. Now, did that? No, I knew that wasn't gonna. Okay, let's try and hang on. Let's try and do it the logical way. Whoops, wrong. Oh, I'm having a moment, people. I'm having a moment. Here we go. Right, so I'm thinking, see, I could have one in the middle of that as well. Let's get that right up to the roof. I think that's still touching the floor. Hang on, I need it in the floor. Good. Okay, and then hopefully I can copy this over to the side here and line it up right. Oh no, okay, so it needs to come, that's fine, I'll do it differently. I'll line it up here first and then take it to the middle. So I've got to try and get it looking roughly correct, if you see what I mean. Sort of the same on each side. Doesn't necessarily need to be absolutely perfect, but I want to be as close as I can. Right, so logically I should then get this over to here as well, and then into the middle, so it's all lined up and looking good. Nice. Right, and then let's see if I highlight those two and then I can copy them to this end as well. Let's get it like that. How does that look there? Yeah, so it just covers these corners, sort of rounds them off, stops everything being so square. And the colouring is just, it's a nice contrast, isn't it, to the brickwork. So yes, I very much like that. Let's see if I can copy these over to here. They should line up precisely because it's all on a grid. Okay, that's not quite the case, but it's pretty close. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one looks good. That one looks good. This one's off, but that's fine. So let's line that one up better, and then let's copy it to this end as well. Then let's see if I can copy those 4 over to here. See, that is the advantage of working on a grid. You can, it just makes everything a little bit easier to line up. Actually, there's something odd going on, isn't there? Do you know what? I think that whole line of brickwork there is possibly off grid a bit, because it comes underneath. It's not on the outside, is it? So I might need to change that. Let's line up this side properly. So I think they looks good like that. This one here needs a bit of work. Yeah, I'm just wondering actually, let's just have a look at this. Is that... Yeah, I think that should be out there, shouldn't it? That's why, yeah. Okay, let's get these pieces moved. So I need to rotate them and then lower them there. That's better. And then this lot just needs to be pulled out. There we go, that's good. So this one's fine, this one isn't. That needs to come in because it really needs to kind of cover up. In fact, what I'll do here, because this whole edge is a little bit different, isn't it? So what I might do is just, if I bring that right into there, I might create sort of a double pillar like that. Let's just come out a little bit more. Got to remember, you're not going to see the top, it's only the sides, but yeah, I might just do that, just make it like a double one. Obviously it means that this looks a little bit different here, but that's fine, don't mind that. Good, well that's a good start, isn't it, with our detailing. Obviously the roof will change the look of everything, so not sure what I'm doing with all the roof bits yet. And I'll continue with these pillars. I'll continue the theme. I'll do pillars maybe along sort of on some of these side bits here as well, and on this one here. And then I've got like the shops here, and I've got, see, there's a lot of other sort of corners here that could have pillars on as well. Bits like this. So in fact, I think it would make sense to have this end here like that, covered like with a nice pillar. Probably bring that out so that it's filling in this little gap here like that. Yeah, there we go, that looks nice, doesn't it? Plugs the gap, finishes off the end there. In fact, what I then need to do, you've got a little bit of ground poking through there. I think a nice pillar over this end, poking right out like that to cover up that gap down there. Let's just get that in place. Yeah, looks good. It just fills in the gaps in the corners, doesn't it? It's just something a bit different to having plain brickwork. Excellent. Wow, we are making some good progress. Really happy with how this whole area is coming along. Just feels nice, doesn't it? You'd want to walk through here. That's the thing. That's what you're always trying to create in the game. Is you've got to think, well, if this was a real zoo, would you want to walk around it? And so far, I think I'm doing a pretty good job with this reptile house. I think it's starting to come together quite nicely. But it's that time again. I've reached the end of my half hour. I try to keep these episodes to about half an hour. Any more than that, and you guys probably get sick of hearing me talk. So yeah, half an hour is probably your limit. And my limit, in fact, I get a really sore throat when I'm recording these. I'm not used to talking so much. As you know, or as you might know, I'm a gardener in real life, and so I actually spend most of my days completely alone, so I don't talk. So actually coming on here and talking to you guys is the most talking that I ever do in my whole life. So yeah, I tend to get quite a dry throat when I'm recording these things. So half an hour is about my lot, and then I need a 5-10 minute break before I do any more talking. So there we go. That's a little insight into my my life there. Great. Let's leave it there then. So thank you so much for watching the episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have and you want to hit the like button, that really does help support the channel. So thank you in advance for doing that. And join me again in the next episode. Obviously, if you've got any comments, please do leave them down in the comments section. And yeah, if you've got any sort of ideas or suggestions, then please do keep them coming. And do join me again next time, and we will be doing more detailing here in the Reptile House. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon.